Welcome back, brother. They finally wrote my Irishman right. My man Finn Balor finally has been written well. They put the vicious side back onto Finn last night on Raw, and oh my gosh, I am so happy. I had to rep my guy's shirt today and talk about how well he looked on Raw last night. He looked so damn good. He was probably, in my opinion, the best part about Raw last night. The last few weeks, we've basically been seeing Finn run away with every other Judgment Day member and basically join Dom and Liv in the chicken coop, being two little chicken shits themselves, but now add Finn into that mix and he's the third chicken shit. They've all been chicken shits.
You hate cocks. I love.
But now we finally saw Finn yesterday kind of step up to Priest, and I didn't think we'd see that for a while with the way that Finn's been being written lately.
So I need you to stop hiding in the back and come out here, because I got some things I want to say to your face.
But now, since we're seeing that, I'm hoping that means the next few weeks to come, leading up to Bad Blood, we'll get even more in that regard, of Finn stepping up to Damian. Possibly, Damian provokes the Demon to come back. I've been saying it for a while now. Maybe the Demon makes a return at Bad Blood, you never know. Maybe Damian, summons the Demon. You never know. I would love to see it. But, I mean, if this is the side of Finn we're getting, I'm fine with it as well. I mean, Finn, when he is vicious, he is fun to watch. And we saw that last year when he had his matches with Seth. He was a very vicious side of Finn. It was a side of Finn I liked to see. Finn was interesting last summer. And now this past summer, they passed that torch to Priest. But again, I've always enjoyed Finn a little bit more than Priest. I don't know why. I think it might be due to the fact that Finn can actually cut a promo, unlike Priest. I think Finn... Actually, I take that back. Priest can cut a promo. I'm not saying he can't. But I think Finn can do a little bit better of a job. And we saw that last night when Finn called out Priest. And when Priest went out there, I don't know, man. He just didn't connect with me as much as I would have connected with a face. And again, that might just be due to the fact that Priest isn't a great face either, just like Rhea. But I don't know, I could connect with Finn a hell of a lot more than I could connect with Priest. I could literally see where Finn was coming from, and all of Finn's points are so valid.
Lurking behind my back with that briefcase every chance you could. Bishop, stop! Under the briefcase!
They are not making him sound like an actual idiot. Dom.
She gives me tendies whenever I want. She lets me play video games whenever I want.
But, oh my gosh, they finally put him in a spot where we can take him a little bit more seriously. I mean, his match that he had later that night against Ray, it ended in a DQ because Finn just did not care. He was all about being brutal, being that vicious guy again. And that's the side of Finn I love. Finn was so entertaining for me to watch before, and then I want to say since WrestleMania, he's been kind of lackluster. And once SummerSlam happened, I thought we were going to get something awesome with Finn. And then what they did with Finn, and honestly, the whole Judgment Day story has been very lackluster. It's been kind of bad, and all of them have been kind of a joke. This whole storyline since SummerSlam has not helped a single one of them. No one in this storyline is benefiting from this, and that's kind of sad. I mean, you would think Finn would benefit the most, and same with JD. And honestly, Carlito is just such a side character. Half the time you don't even know he's there. And then Dom himself, I think, has been struggling the most with this. And then Liv, I don't think really needed this. Liv was doing just fine on her own. I mean, you could easily have just done Finn, JD, and Liv. I mean, that's what they should have done. And they should have written them to be a little bit more vicious. And maybe write it where they can get a big guy themselves that can kind of, step up to Priest a little bit better. But getting sidetracked, I still believe Finn is very entertaining to watch, and again, we got that last night. Finn was very entertaining in my opinion. That was the side of Finn I've been wanting to see for a while. Someone who doesn't back down, someone who looks like he's the alpha of the locker room. Even though he's not, I still like to see him do it. And that's what we got yesterday, is when Finn and the rest of the Judgment Day kind of walked up to the LWO when they were having their backstage segment. Finn basically shut them all down, and then Ray challenged him to a fight, and Finn accepted it because he's proven that he's not a chicken anymore. Gosh, that was great. But again, his match that he had with Ray, when he had Ray's leg in the ropes or whatever, and basically wouldn't let go and got himself disqualified, that was so good. It's bringing back that vicious side of Finn that we were really like missing. I mean, what was Finn the last few weeks? What has he been? I mean, he's been a joke of his former self, and now we're going back to what he was. I like that so much for him, and my goodness, I'm just so excited for this Bad Blood match. And I believe personally, Finn needs to win this match. Not because I like Finn more or anything, even though I do, but his character needs it. He needs a win on Damian, and truthfully, they can't just write it where the demon's the only thing that takes out Priest. Finn should be a serious threat to Damian, because Finn's been Damian's friend brother for the last 2 years. Okay? Finn knows Damian's playbook so well that Finn should have a counter to almost every move he does, and Priest should have a counter to almost every move Finn does. Finn doesn't even need to win this match clean. I think he just needs to win. And here's the thing, is if both Rhea and Damian win at Bad Blood, that doesn't do anything for either of them. And I believe that Rhea's side of things needs to end at Bad Blood. Priest can continue his little beef with the Judgment Day, but I think Rhea needs to kind of go in a different direction, because this storyline again is not helping any of them, and especially Rhea and Liv. I think they both need to do something different. I think Dom needs to do something different, but Finn especially, though, he needs this win, and why not let it be against a former champion and Priest, someone who literally just had the title, his best friend, It needs to be against Priest, and he needs to have a big win. Stop writing Finn as a jobber and actually give him a win. They're the same damn age, okay? Finn's like a year older than him. It doesn't make sense for Damian to win this, okay? It only makes sense because you want your top face to win. I mean, that's just dumb. I really do believe Finn should win this match, and honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to him winning it clean either, because Finn's beaten him in the past clean. And granted, this is a different version of Priest, and I know that, so it definitely will be harder for him to beat him clean, but maybe that's where the Judgment Day come in and they help him win. I don't know. But I really am happy with the way Finn looked last night. I'm hoping they keep this up with him. I hope to God we do not take a step back next week where all of a sudden he is a joke of his former self being last Monday night, or this past Monday night. And again, I'm just so happy with what I saw last night. Finn finally looked like somebody we could take serious, somebody who might legitimately be a threat to Priest, who I actually think is a threat to Priest, but he hasn't been written that way the last few weeks. He's been written like a joke, like the whole Judgment Day have been, and he's been joining, as I said earlier, he's been joining Dom and Liv in the chicken coop. I mean, it is ridiculous how they've been writing him. When we saw his face after he turned on Priest at SummerSlam, we saw his face. That face, oh my God. I was thinking there was big things to come with the way his face when he turned around slowly. God, that was such a good betrayal, because Finn's betrayal has been cooking for a year. That has been brewing for a whole year, and they finally pulled the trigger on it, and it was done so well. I am so happy with the way Finn's betrayal took place. I'm so happy with everything that happened with Finn's betrayal. But then, since the storyline after the betrayal happened has been atrocious. Tonight is the first night that I can actually kind of take Finn and the rest of the Judgment Day kind of serious. It's the first time I can actually take them a little bit seriously.
All rise for the Judgment Day.
And don't even get me started with the fact that they just released Street Trash themed Judgment Day shirts.
What in the actual
Oh my god, don't even get me started with that. That was pretty ridiculous, I gotta be honest with you. But again, I'm really excited to see where this storyline goes. I'm excited to see what they do with Finn, because Finn should be taken so much more seriously than what they have done with him. And I'm really just looking forward to what is to come. So tell me down below what you guys think about Finn and how you guys want to see this storyline play out a little bit. I'm open to hear anyone's suggestions. I mean, I would really love to talk to you guys about this. So please feel free to comment down below. I really would love to hear what you guys have to say about it. And until next time, see ya.